Well, Gamer's back with another video doing the final part on Resident Evil 6, and that is Ada's campaign. I think so far it's good. Ada is well written as one of the best female characters in the entirety of the franchise. She's so well written and badass. Take note, Disney. Take note, Hollywood. This is how you fucking write a female character. She doesn't put anyone down. She's skilled and badass in her own right. With little taunts and stuff. And she's pretty intelligent too. So let's get into it. So we open the campaign on a submarine, kind of an underwater submarine. A submarine. And we get a brief flashback of and to be able to one inside is Ada, which is obvious. We get a brief flashback to a couple hours ago. Ada on one of her usual missions. Looks like didn't go off without a hitch. And usually finding some type of device which is which connects her to none other than Simmons. When Ada does know Simmons. Is he? Simmons says he's got a little surprise for her to show her if she's interested. She doesn't know it, but he obviously piques her interest and heads to the submarine. Yes. Now, which enough, Ada is the only character in the entire game to be a solo. She's a solo character, yes, but if you want to have AI teammates, right? You could just multiplayer them. Why is Ada's the only solo campaign? It was like it was made as a DLC. That's my feeling actually. It was initially supposed to be DLC, but was actually working as part of the game. Main game. Ada's new. I gotta say, I only started noticing this now for some reason, but characters have some characters have just signature colors. Ada is red. What she debuted was red, a red dress. She wore that dress in the original Resident Evil 4. When the remake, she wears a red sweater. Of course, in this game, which is basically her final mainline appearance in the entire franchise so far, she wears a red shirt. I mean, she's partly tied to Leon's character. He's just partly tied to Leon's character. And I do like her. But I'm wondering, but next year will probably be the anniversary of the franchise, so we get an announcement of Resident 9. Oh, the next one will be a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2. And some games that will be coming up for it. So once I get the full knowing the price, I'm gonna pay for it myself. Pre-order it. I'm gonna pre-order it. So come the day comes out, so I don't have to buy it then. But yeah, and then I will go to itself, or just pay for it on the app. I would like to use the app. But, that'd be easier, but I don't know. Oh, I don't know if the people will be there that day. Also, if you live in the UK, Demon Slayer will become the Demon Slayer movie, part 1 there is, I think. Releases on September 12, 2025. Japan gets it a few months early. Okay, it's again in the summer. Summer's a perfect time for Japanese movies as well. Like toys and summer movie events. Toy has summer movie events every year. That's what some things showcase too. a pilot movie for Digimon. Also showed the Season 0 Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. It showed some One Piece movies there before becoming theatrical releases. They also do a lot of the Tokusatsu movies there, like Kamen Rider Super Sentai. And prequel movies always be theatrical as well. Interesting. That's actually interesting to think about. Anyway. Yeah, he gets through it and ends up buying a recording of a mission to to make sure the cure for the C virus never makes itself known. As in, they're after Jake Mueller and Agent Sherry Bergen was sent after to retrieve him without knowing, as we know. But Ada points out that was 6 months ago. So basically, the only campaign in the entire game start out 6 months ago without a flashback was Jake's campaign. Again, I wish that campaign was the entire game. Jake should have gone a lot more development into him and Sherry becoming friends. Speaking of, why was the president's daughter Ashley? Well, was there a new president elected after that? Okay, most likely a new president. Most likely there was a new president elected. Otherwise, Ashley would have took his place as the next president. I know that's not how presidents work, but if the president suddenly died on term before the elections, it's possible that to happen. I think. So, let me know in the comments below if the president is the same president from Resident Evil 4 or is it a different one. Because I'm really confused. And there's not many references to Jill in the entire game. Which kind of makes me sad. Again, fans will never know what happened to Jill after Resident Evil 5 until 2023. With Resident Evil Death Island. Makes the character's official return to the franchise. Of course, it's set before the events of Resident Evil 7 and 6. So, what's she doing after it? So what was she doing during Resi 6? It's pretty funny how Resident Evil had 2 Power Rangers actors from the same season as well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I mentioned this in my previous video, well, my second one. The actor who played Leon from Motion Capture was Jason Font, who played Wes Collins, aka the Red Time Force Ranger. And so Rebecca Chambers, a lot of modern Resident Evil media, is voiced by Erin Cahill, who played Jen, Time Force Pink. Another weird coincidence is that Daniel Southworth, who played Eric, the Quantum Ranger, was on Devil May Cry, which was initially going to be a Resident Evil game. That is such a weird coincidence. But it shows these actors were well professional. Were actually way good actors. They were just way good actors. So, but you could actually find the motion capture version of the exact competition between Chris and Leon in both their campaigns. Pretty interesting. I seriously can't find any comparison videos between the two. Maybe because I haven't looked properly. But still, if you can find comparison videos, let me know, because I really want to see it. Both Matt Mercer's definitely a well-known professional actor, but just he played Leon long before playing iconic roles. I don't know what other anime he's been. I don't know what other projects he's been in around the 2000s. I don't know what stuff he's been in around the 2000s. I think they always start doing the 2010s. Like in Persona 5 when I play Yusuke Kitagawa, aka Fox, one of my favorite characters in the game. Don't at me, he's just funny. He's also covering the voice of Taro Sakamoto in Sakamoto Days. And he's done a lot of the roles. I saw in the Legend of Vox Machina, an adult comedy. He just basically has a lot of roles. But of course, his most notable role is Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Star Platinum, the world. That's my first time. That was my first time hearing Mercer's voice ever, entirety. Sorry, I want to comment, but you get my point. And I was like, "Hey, poke around the sun more." He ends up finding, some type of voice tell her so. So she's responsible. She's but a lot of things that's genocide. For the events of basically Chris's story, you know, because we know it wasn't exactly either. Uh, well, Simmons revealed that he plans to destroy the world. First, infect about the US, then China. All starts tomorrow. So yeah, Ada eventually escapes to get out of the suburb to get the what she needs, and heads off to the US around the cameras of the presidential office, where she sees Leon and Helena breaking through the gates doing their campaign. Intriguing. So basically she also ends up down the case system. You know what happens on that way through. We get the interaction we saw in Leon's campaign, skipping through it. Well, we get her perspective now from the phone call. So Sina's saying he has a little something to show her in a research lab. That's where she finds the tape "Happy Birthday, Ada," and she sees the video that Leon saw, and she does comment saying, "No wonder Leon looked confused." It would be a shame she never interacted with Chris Redfield in the game to explain that it wasn't her. I know she cares, but still, being cool to have an interaction saying, "Nah, you got the wrong girl, bucko." That was just a cheap copy. And it is not stupid either, by the way. As when she gets called by Simmons, she calls him out as she knows he's not Simmons. Calling him Ada. Basically, he's the clone Ada. Well, simply the clone Ada using a sky filter. Well, she knows Simmons is still not to reveal his plans. And he does not want to destroy the world. That is true when you think about his first campaign. He said he did it for the US. Just so the military would. Just so the military won't stop being listened to and stuff. It means the lives of many people and experimentations. It was willing to play the fake Ada's game. So I'm gonna call the other Ada fake clone Ada. Or maybe Ada Blue, since she wears blue. Ada Red, Ada Blue. Or Ada Aka, Ada Owl. Owl Red. I'm gonna use the Japanese words. So, so, um, Up, so Ada decides to play out Ada's little game, and she ends up in China. But Chris, some BSAA agents were looking for her counterpart when she's discovered that that's was that warehouse the competition happens. Oh, she is smart. I love Ada. And so they're taking after dealing with a chainsaw wielding, chainsaw method. Ada has her own way, but that being most is basically her own small mini tyrant. Yeah, it's like a mini tyrant that was so persistent. And this Ada in this story is pretty good. She ends up biting her way. Along the way, ends up helping out Jake and Sherry. With that chainsaw with that chainsaw creature tyrant. And it's also the chainsaw tyrant because even though it's not a tyrant, it's just as much of a pain in the ass as one. After some trouble, it's defeated. Again, Ada didn't need the help. She's been there since all campaigns, kind of been helping. Minus Chris. But that's a whole different thing. I'm surprised Chris did not recognize the name Ada 1. Leon would have reported information about her back in Raccoon City, after the Raccoon City incident and stuff. So the BSAA should have information on that as well. Ah. I'd like to see a game where we did have a Resident Evil film where it just have 3 characters. Like, yeah, Rebecca, Chris, and Leon. Interesting pairing, since we had 2 former STARS members in that film, as lead characters alongside a former cop. Weird pairing. Oh wow. Not seen it. I've been a total of 3 or 4 CG movies. 3 CG movies of Resident Evil. Come on, with the recent release of Dead Island and stuff. Is it recent now? Oh man. But you get my point. So alright. Yeah, really grown in this game. This game really shows Ada's growth. She's more like a Catwoman. She's kind of like Catwoman in a way. Modern Catwoman specifically, not the older ones. In case you mistake it. As Catwoman, maybe it's just very much just a petty thief. She's a cat burglar. But she's quite good, but she's not a bad person. She doesn't kill. She doesn't cause chaos. She's just a simple, humble cat burglar. But when someone does but she does get home back when someone pisses her off. Now she managed to kick Harvey Dent's ass in Arkham City. And she managed to get all her weapons back, her equipment back. That's something I actually found out too. So even after you beat the game, when you play Catwoman, in the open about free play and stuff, you could go up. She has a brief mission to go recover her items. That is actually cool. Off topic. Anyway, it is really great character. She's still part of the signal of her counterpart. Reggie spying Chris and Beers after her counterpart. She gets chased as well. They all end up sometime underwater into the same building where the fake Ada dies. Ada ends up finding some information. Not Ada, the fake Ada, it's actually called Carla. Some kind of a genetic clone. Seems Carla is someone that at Simmons and I don't know if it was his wife or not. Maybe because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, she basically got payback on him, calling him basically he's a monster, and she's even gone crazy enough to try and destroy the entire world he created. Like I said, it was actually a basic version kind of quest, but she didn't exactly have time to explain anything. Because Chris didn't even question why she's wearing a different outfit. Neither did Leon, actually. It's a weird thing. Leon never... Like, think about it. We saw first appearance of Blue Dress Ada in Leon's campaign. What's that? Was at the house on the way to the Quan Lam building. And that Ada was wearing a blue dress. So Leon never... maybe because in the moment, Leon never questioned it. Oh. It's very interesting that Fake Ada's that Carla is wearing a dress. Like when Ada wore one when she debuted, and she won a Separate Ways DLC of Resident Evil 4 original. Mostly reflect the old Ada. Maybe her new outfit, visual change in clothes, represents her change. Anyway, she hit. And also she sees the Carla fall to the ground. She hadn't saw supervisors of Carla. You see, if she hadn't gone out to the world, she could have helped her go out to Simmons. Gonna show a good side to her. That thing is that Carla is still somewhat alive, and turns into something gooey pearl. Those mutates into a sort of a monster. A very, very creepy one. And Ada defeats her. Still supervising with her though. She claimed to be the real Ada 1 the whole time. She goes up to she takes a helicopter, and as they run to where Leon is, helping him out. She finally goes up to Simmons herself. Well, and he's at the town. Of course, Leon and Helen are there too. Just going by quickly and stuff. Leon whole battle against him until he chases them. And she chases him, basically. Oh, chase bin. Yeah. Then he ends up in their car. Seems like Simmons is dead. Goes to fight Simmons by herself. Until Leon, he's knocked into the fire, yada yada, we know that. He survives that. Ada ends up going off alone to do some home things. She on the way helps out some civilians, helps some people escape. But she finishes off some business. She ends up going back into the room where Carla was at. And she sees a cocoon and inside the hatch. She just kills it straight away and destroys the entire lab. Then she gets a phone call saying that basically she's being offered a job that she agrees to. Someone should take her mind off. Interesting. They had a pretty good line a few minutes ago. Oh, when obviously she's been mistaken for Carla. This line is, that's what you get for trusting Ada 1. That's a bad last line. Anyway, we somehow get a post-credit scene featuring Jake in some type of rural town, some type of, I think it's either Indian town or something. No, he ends up helping a little boy for an apple. Okay. After this cut, so most likely Jake's campaign was supposed to be last. But the way it was shot didn't see, I don't know. I just think Ada's campaign seems more bad to be last. We actually probably see her perspective. We actually probably see more things than the other ones. So, anyway, that was Resident Evil 6. All 4 campaigns. And, yeah, Resident Evil 6 isn't that bad. I understand people don't like it for their own reasons. I understand, I'm not saying you shouldn't like it. But I reckon you give it a replay. And see if your opinions change. Just give a proper look and see if your opinions change. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please hit that button. Want to see more, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, we take over the future. And I'll hopefully see you guys later for Resident Evil Revelations 2. Or if not, then I'll probably see you tomorrow for it. Shinigami Games out.